So, my beautiful people, now that I found out that this Regina Daniels issue and her husband is not a blank, let's talk about it. Yes, since that yesterday when this matter came up, I never made the video on it. Yes, I've not made any video on this matter because initially I thought it was a blank that Regina Daniels and her brother and those guys that I saw beating her and her fighting her and her brother in the video as flanks. I never knew it's a true story until I saw what Kemi, the investigative journalist, said that she actually reached out to Nedwoko on phone, and Nedwoko was telling her that Regina Daniels was on drugs and she got high and was breaking things in the house, even broke her car Lamborghini and broke windows, broken things in the house. That he wasn't in the house, that's why he had to send those boys to come and hold her because she was about running into this. So he sent those boys to come and hold her so they can carry her to the hospital. So my people, this story have a lot of dimension. This story have a dimension because yesterday when this incident happened, I also came across what Regina Daniels' brother wrote, that Nedwoko should be happy that he did not meet him in the house. I mean Regina Daniels' brother, that he did not meet Nedwoko in the house while he was beating his sister, that he would have bust his head. Honestly, I saw those things. So my question is, who are we now going to believe in this matter? Are we going to say that really Regina Daniels was on drugs? When I watched that video where Regina Daniels and her brother was being beaten by this man that was sent by Nedwoko, I heard clearly when Regina Daniels said in Nedwoko's house that she is nothing, but in her house she is a queen. That statement is a statement, it means a lot. It's a statement of regret, statement of somebody that is not comfortable in a place. You know, a lot of meanings, you know, can be interpreted from that statement. It's a bitter statement from a bitter woman, okay? So if you follow that statement, you may be forced to agree that Regina Daniels is actually passing through, you know, violence in her marriage. But every time this kind of incident will happen, Nedwoko will always come up with this idea or with this case that Regina Daniels is always on drugs. How? I don't understand. She's on drugs and you don't treat her, you allow her to come to this extent where she had to be breaking things in the house before you come out every time and you're reporting to the public that Regina Daniels is always on drugs. My people, I don't know what is your opinion because me, personally, I am a bit confused here. If you ask me what is happening here, I'll tell you that Senator Nedwoko just wants to clear his name. He just wants to clear his reputation because, trust me, this single act of his sending us to come to the house and beat his son-in-law, beat his wife, you know, is telling a very bad thing on his image. He's telling Nigerians a lot of evil things about him, okay? So he had to come online, he had to come out and publicly clear his reputation because, trust me, this single act of his will actually damage his reputation. So if you ask me, I'll tell you that as a politician, that Senator Nedwoko is actually, you know, clearing his name and clearing his reputation. But then, is that a way of solving the problem? As soon as Regina Daniels and Nedwoko had this issue, in another post, I saw Nedwoko going out on a tour with the other wife. And this has always been what Nedwoko has been doing. The other time when issue came up again between Nedwoko and Regina Daniels, the next day I saw Nedwoko coming out, going on journeys with these other wives also. So my people, honestly, this is their issue. If you want to follow it, it's going to so many dimensions. The truth about it is that Regina Daniels is not comfortable in this marriage, honestly. The other time she packed out, I even heard that now she has filed for divorce. I don't know how true is that. Because she said that it is better to cry in Ferrari than to cry in Keke. Regina Daniels the other time said, she asked Nigeria if we have ever cried in a Ferrari. That it is better to cry in a Ferrari than to cry in Keke Napep. She better be crying in Ferrari than be crying in Keke Napep. So I don't know what to say here. Now that she has come out to cry for help, that Nigeria should help her, she's not comfortable in this marriage. I don't know what to say. Since she has already insulted us that all of us are crying in Keke Napep while she is enjoying, and if she had to cry, it is better that she cry in Ferrari. I don't know what to say, my people. I don't know, because the other time I remember I made a video about Regina's issue that was going on that time, and somebody replied me that I've always been hunting Regina online, because what I said there was just the truth. My people, I told Regina Daniels at that time. I think what brought the issue was the issue of this actress that actress that gave birth that time, and rumors came out that she actually gave birth for Nedwoko. And Regina Daniels brought up this issue again that Nedwoko bought a house for that actress, and that she has nothing in her name, in Nedwoko's house as a wife. I think I made a video about that, telling Regina Daniels that this is the period that she has to ask for her own parts of his properties. I made about 2 videos, and somebody actually replied me in one of my posts that I am hunting Regina Daniels, who tells me that Regina Daniels is not living comfortable, who tells me that Regina Daniels is this, is that. Okay, before we know, Regina Daniels packed back to her house, to Nedwoko, without them looking into that matter. Why am I bringing this issue? I am hearing also that this is the same thing that is bringing problem between Regina Daniels and Nedwoko. That Regina Daniels says she wants to have property in her name, and Nedwoko is saying no. So my people, I heard that is what is bringing the issue again. Regina Daniels wants properties in her own name. Nedwoko said no, that she cannot do anything like that. Even though she buy with her money, she's going to name it after Nedwoko. That is what I heard that is bringing their problem, allegedly. But each time this problem will come up, Nedwoko will be saying that Regina Daniels is on drug. But then, the truth about this is, Senator Nedwoko, if it is true that what is bringing this problem every time is that Regina Daniels wants to have property that is on her name, in her name, and you are not allowing that in your family, it is not good. It is not good. That's just the honest part of the story. You know that Regina Daniels, whether it's the 8th wife or the 6th wife, I don't know, but I just know that Regina Daniels, as for now, is her last wife. She should be the 6th or the 8th wives, according to stories we are hearing online, allegedly. Okay, so allow your wives, if they have money, if they have their own personal money, let them buy properties on their names. You know, you are a polygamist. If they have their personal money, let them buy properties in their own name. You too, you can buy properties in your name. That's one will be for all of them. That's why anyone you buy in your name will be for all of them, for the sake of tomorrow. Let them, they have their personal money. What is a big deal there? That Regina Daniels wants to have property in her name. And you know that you are a polygamist with several wives. And you are not allowing any of them to have property in their name. That is not a good way of doing it. The people that are doing this polygamy well in my village, they actually built houses differently for these wives. Yes, you can't pack all of them into one building like I used to see Regina Daniels and other wives in Abuja. And then you're insisting that all of them will be there till forever. I heard allegedly that the first wife is the person that is in charge of all your properties in UK. And that was why when Regina Daniels wanted to travel to UK that time, she wasn't having a single room that she can sleep in. When there, she slept in a hotel. A billionaire wife, a senator's wife, that her husband have properties all around in UK, went to UK and could not get one room on her own. Why would she not be pissed off? No, let's speak the truth. If that is what is the problem, if that is what is bringing this problem, and you are not permitting her to have property on her own, on her name, and she's giving birth to children, you are not doing well. Yes, you are not doing well. Senator Nedwoko, you are not doing well. Better allow these wives, if they have their own personal money. We all know that Regina Daniels can afford property on her own. Yes. Before you got married to Regina Daniels, that girl was already making money. If she want to afford a house on her own, afford a car, the one that her money can actually take, allow her. That's how you should allow other wives too. Don't pack everything together. If she's buying things, she should buy in your name. When you have other wives, that is not good. I must tell you. I know Nigerians, some people will be hiding this truth from you. And even when you're not doing well, they'll be singing praises to you for you as if you're doing well. If this is what is the problem, you better look into it again, Senator Nedwoko. If this is what is bringing problem, that Regina Daniels wants property on her name, she is even crying that she wants to use her money to buy a house on her name, buy a car, she have children for you. Allow her to do so. Anyway, my beautiful people, what is my own in this matter? My own is, as matter enter internet, you want us to shook mouth. You want us to contribute ideas. You want us to tell you the truth. People like us that like, telling the truth. You want us to tell you, the truth. And that is exactly what I am doing. So if that is the cause of this problem every time between you and Regina Daniels, look into it. Look into it, because she may not be making mistake. Tomorrow is different from now. You cannot imagine the one that you put in first wife in charge. That Regina Daniels was not permitted to have a room when she traveled to UK that time. What if you are not there? And this one, you are still here. You're still there. I heard allegedly that the woman said that she was not informed that Regina Daniels was coming to UK, and that she wasn't prepared. She would have been informed that her co-wife, person where they marry the same husband with you, will come to UK. He said that she should inform you that she's coming, even though she's a child and she is the last wife. She have her own right. And she have her own respect. While she's respecting the women that came before her there, they should also give her the small parts of her own respect. She wasn't given a room, and that is not good. If she have money and she wants to get property on her name, allow her. Allow her. Let this every time Nedwoko and Regina Daniels problem, and each time you come to clear your name. For here, and the truth here I go tell you, you don't consign me. After all, you don't consign me, I beg. What thing be that now? What you will say she's on drug. She's on drug and you don't want to cure her. You don't want to take her to a rehab center for her to get her treatment. If she's on drug, why did you leave her? Where were you? Our brother is saying after beating her, hitting her on the head, that you ran away from the house. And you're confirming it that you were not in the house. Anyway, my beautiful people, like I said, my own is to contribute idea to the story and to tell you the truth in every story, my candid opinion in every story, and that is why I have to just venture into this story. Nedwoko has come out to clear his name and his reputation. I don't know your opinion concerning this issue. Think about it and bring your comments at the comment section of this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.